All right, here's some good questions of finding zeros using the quadratic formula. So first question, 9z squared. I have to move this term over to the other side, put it in the middle there, perfect. Plug things in, perfect. Make sure you put that negative 36 in brackets there, like that. Yep, beautiful. But when you calculated it out, it all came out correct. And 180 is root 9 times root 20. Excellent. And then you simplified. The only other thing that you could do with this question, like I'm really liking that, probably 4.5 out of 5, maybe 4.6 out of 5. But if I have 2 plus or minus root 20 over 6, root 20 is the same thing as 5 times 4. So 5, whoops, that thing doesn't go over the whole thing. You've already done the common denominator there, so I can't put it over here. So this is all over 6. So 2 plus or minus root of 4 is 2, root 5 over 6, and then 2 will go into each this once, and there 3. So root 5 over 3. Excellent, excellent. So what you could have done maybe with 180, and I might not have seen it, but you could have gone, I think it's 36 times 5. And so then you could have come up with root 6 root 5 and simplified it right off the bat. But what you did is great. You just have to make sure if you see a number that can be simplified further, you do that. Okay, here's a couple others, and this is a common mistake that students make, is when they're doing the quadratic formula, minus and negative 7 is 7, good. Root, I love how you put in brackets and everything. But then what I would do is put this whole thing right there in your calculator or put in decimals. And you've got all the brackets in there perfectly. What a lot of students mess up on is they go minus 7 squared is a positive 49. That's good. But then here they go 4 times 3 is 12 and 12 times 5 is 60. And they keep a minus there. But I have a minus here times a minus. So minus times minus is positive. Okay, over 6. So 7 plus or minus the square root of is that 109 over 6. And I don't think you can simplify that anymore. You might write it as 7 over 6 plus or minus root 109 over 6. Will anything go into that? 4, no, 5. No, I don't think anything will divide into 109. So I'd probably just leave it like that. Similarly with this question, I'd go 25 plus or minus the square root. And again, plug that whole thing into decimals and see what you come up with. It's all written out perfectly. So this would be 25. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 times 10, 120, plus another 12 would be 132, I think. But there's a minus and a minus, so it'll be plus 132 over 6. So 25 plus or minus the square root of, what is that, 157 over 6. And again, like this one, you could split it up. I don't think you can divide anything into that. So I'd probably leave it right there. Okay, excellent. Looks like you got this quadratic formula thing figured.